I let a stranger hide in my apartment and I don't know if I regret it. This happened last year and I still don't know if I made the right call. It was around 11 p.m. and I had just gotten home from a late shift. I live in a small apartment in not so great part of the city, so I'm always a little edge when walking home. That night felt off. As I was unlocking my door, I noticed a guy standing at the end of the hallway. He wasn't doing anything, just standing there, but something about him made my stomach drop. I got inside, locked the door, and tried to shake it off. Not even 5 minutes later, someone knocked hard. I froze. It wasn't my neighbor. She texted before coming over, and I don't really have friends who drop by unannounced. Then a voice, "Please, can you just let me in for a second?" It was a woman. She sounded out of breath, almost panicked. I looked through the peephole, and there she was, maybe mid-20s, wide eyes, glancing down the hall like she was being followed. I know, stupid move, but I cracked the door open just a little and she asked, "What is going on?" She whispered that there is a guy. He'd been following her since she left the train. She didn't know where else to go from there. That's when I realized the guy I saw earlier. My heart was racing, but I stepped aside and let her in. I locked the door immediately and turned off the lights, and we just stood there in dark, listening. A few seconds later, heavy step passed my door, slow, like someone was looking for something. Then, nothing. I stayed for about 30 minutes. She stayed for about 30 minutes, just sitting in my couch, shaking. I offered her water, and we barely talked. Eventually, she called a friend to come and pick her up. When she left, she just said thank you and disappeared down the hall. I never saw her again. I don't know if she was telling the truth. Maybe she was genuinely in danger, but I think about that night all the time, and I just can't decide if I did the right thing or if I got really, really lucky. The thing is that after a year, right, she's still writing the story is because there is a lot of what if going on in their mind, or in her mind, the OP's mind, because what if the girl was actually a robber, right? It's actually a serial killer, got inside and strangled her or did something bad to her. Excuse me. She can't say off that what if kind of feeling, like something went completely south and everything just went super wrong, but everything turned out okay. Even though everything turned out okay, she would just feel uneasy. Right? Obviously, you heard the story that she saved the girl's life. Probably, she might get adopted or might get kidnapped, or her life was actually really, really in danger, and she had nowhere to go. And good thing, I guess, like the girl that was trying to run away saw OP, went into the door, right, and that's why she followed OP to her apartment and knocked on the door, and she knows that OP is a younger lady and not a guy, and she, a female would trust another female more easily because a man could take advantage of her. So she was like, hey, maybe she looks decent, maybe she can help me. So she went and knocked on the door and got some help, which I'm glad that she got some help. But I totally understand her case, and it actually happened to me a very similar story where it was around 10 p.m. at nighttime, and it was just me and my brother home at the time, and I was around 14 or 15, 11, maybe 13 years old, right? And my parents went outside to grab something, and they left us home for like 30 minutes. And 10 p.m., someone knocked on the door, and we don't know any better, and we actually opened the door, and good thing nothing happened. But at 10 o'clock, you should not be opening any doors. But I was foolishly opening the door. Yeah, I didn't know that person, but that person is weird. Like I cannot make this up. He was selling a turtle, right? He went to fishing, and when he caught a giant turtle, and he know where I live because he went to my parents' restaurant and ate there and talked to my parents a lot, and he kind of know and have an idea where we live, and he just brought the tour to our house. It was the craziest experience. Like, if I think back at it, I will not open the door for him. It's just a guy. If it's a guy, the guy can outforce you, outmuscle you, and get you do something really bad, like the LP, for example, right? If the person was a guy asking, "Hey, can I come in for a second?" Probably not. It's a guy, and the guy have a knife or a gun, or can outforce you. If the guy is, looks, if a guy have a hoodie on or something and it's big and stuff, yeah, I probably not gonna open the door. Like, I don't know, like, just I'll tell the person, like, hey, just call the police or something, for your own safety. Like, especially if you're just a girl in the house. But in her story, it's actually a lady, right? And lady in her mid-20s, and I feel like she was like really in danger and definitely needed some help. And I'm glad like she got some help. But if it's a guy, yeah, I would just say, hey, I can stay outside with you, but I cannot let you in the house, or something like that, or I can call the police for you. So stay with me. And like every American, they own a gun or something. So you can bring out your weapon and kind of defend her. But because I am not letting anyone inside the house, especially if you got a kid or something in the house, and got some valuable stuff in the house, and you don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think she made the right choice by letting her in, even though things can go completely south 360, or you think that she could have went outside, stand with her, and called the police and wait until police arrive? Clearly she was in danger, and someone followed her through the train. So that's one reason I don't really like to travel around nighttime, because things go south really, really quick. But yeah, that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. My name is Calvin, and I see you guys next one.